Men, here's the uncomfortable truth. While you're focused on making conversation and creating chemistry, she's running a detailed financial assessment by observing specific indicators that reveal your actual earning capacity and financial stability. Not what you claim, but what your choices, habits, and subtle behaviors demonstrate about your real economic position. Before we dive in, hit subscribe, smash that like and hype button, and drop a comment if you've ever been evaluated financially on a date without realizing it until later. Thing 1. Your watch, shoes, and belt, the trinity of financial truth. When she glances at your wrist, looks down at your shoes, or notices your belt, she's not casually observing your fashion sense. She's examining the 3 items that wealthy and successful men know matter most, and that reveal authentic financial status because they're expensive to fake well and impossible to hide quality differences in. What she's actually assessing, she's evaluating whether these 3 items are consistent with each other and with your claimed lifestyle. Genuinely successful men have quality watches, well-maintained leather shoes, and good belts because these items matter in professional environments and they can afford them. Men pretending to have money often miss these details or have mismatched quality levels. Notice if she glances at your watch multiple times. She's not checking the time. She's identifying the brand, assessing whether it's genuine, and determining its approximate value. Women who care about financial stability know the difference between a real Rolex and a fashion watch, between an Omega and a department store brand. Pay attention to whether she looks at your shoes when you first meet, and again when you're seated. Shoes reveal financial priorities and attention to detail. Scuffed, cheap, or poorly maintained shoes signal either financial limitation or lack of awareness about professional presentation, both concerning to women evaluating long-term potential. Watch if she notices your belt when you're standing or removes your jacket. The belt often gets overlooked by men trying to appear successful, but women evaluating financial status know that genuine leather, proper hardware, and appropriate brands distinguish men with real money from men performing wealth. She's revealing that she understands the Trinity principle, that watches, shoes, and belts are items wealthy men invest in because they're visible markers in professional and social environments. Inconsistency in these 3 items reveals either financial limitation or lack of sophistication about status signaling. Notice if she asks about your watch directly. If she compliments it or asks where you got it, she's not making small talk. She's confirming her assessment by seeing if you know details about the brand, if you're comfortable discussing its value, or if you become evasive because it's not what you're implying it is. The psychological dynamic. The Trinity assessment reveals financial authenticity because these items are difficult to fake at quality levels that matter. Men can rent cars or borrow designer clothes, but few rent watches or invest in quality shoes and belts if their actual financial situation doesn't support it. Women focus on these items because they're reliable indicators across income levels. She's not necessarily looking for luxury brands. She's looking for consistency between your claimed status and the quality of items that reflect real financial decision-making. A teacher with a genuine mid-range watch, clean quality shoes, and appropriate belt shows better financial judgment than someone with a fake Rolex, cheap shoes, and a designer belt. The assessment also reveals priorities and awareness. Men who invest appropriately in these items understand professional and social environments where they matter. Men who ignore them either don't operate in environments where they matter or don't understand the signals they're sending about their economic position. Thing 2. How you handle money. Physically. Your wallet and payment methods. When the bill comes and she watches how you pay, where you pull your card or cash from, and how you handle the transaction, she's not just seeing if you'll pay. She's observing whether you use credit or debit, the condition of your wallet, whether you have organized finances, and whether your payment method matches your presented lifestyle. What she's actually assessing, she's evaluating financial organization and actual available resources. The physical handling of payment reveals whether you have financial systems that indicate stability or whether you're scraping by and managing transaction to transaction without clear financial structure. Notice if she watches what card you use. Premium credit cards, like American Express Platinum, Chase Sapphire Reserve, or high-tier business cards, signal both good credit and significant spending capacity because these cards have substantial annual fees and spending requirements. Basic debit cards or low-tier credit cards reveal more limited financial capacity regardless of what you've claimed about your income. Pay attention to whether she observes your wallet when you open it. A quality leather wallet that's organized with cards in proper slots signals financial awareness and stability. A worn-out wallet stuffed with receipts and multiple debit cards from different banks signals financial disorganization and likely limited resources distributed across accounts to manage cash flow. Watch if she notices whether you have cash. Having appropriate cash available signals financial buffer and planning. Never having cash or only having small bills suggests limited liquidity and transaction-level financial management rather than abundance. She's revealing that she understands payment methods reflect actual financial capacity. Men with strong finances use premium credit cards they pay off monthly, demonstrating both access to credit and cash flow to manage it. Men struggling financially use debit cards, have maxed credit cards, or pay cash because they're managing limited funds carefully. Notice if she observes whether you check your balance before paying. If you pull out your phone to verify your account before paying the bill, she's seeing financial uncertainty and limited buffer. Men with solid finances don't need to verify they have funds available for a restaurant bill. The psychological dynamic. Payment handling reveals actual available resources versus performed wealth. Men can claim any income level verbally, but the physical handling of payment reveals real financial capacity through observable details that are difficult to fake. Women assess payment methods because they predict financial stability in relationships. Premium credit cards indicate good credit history, stable income, and financial discipline. Debit card dependency or balance checking indicates living closer to financial limits with less buffer for unexpected expenses. The wallet assessment reveals organizational capacity and financial respect. Quality wallets that are well-maintained signal that money matters enough to organize it properly. Disorganized or poor quality wallets signal that finances aren't priority or that financial constraints prevent investment even in basic organizational tools. Thing 3. Your phone, model, condition, and how you use it. When she notices what phone you have, its condition, and how you use it throughout the date, she's not judging your tech preferences. She's assessing your financial priorities through an item that reflects both current capacity and upgrade patterns, and whether your phone matches the professional and economic level you're presenting. What she's actually assessing. She's evaluating whether your phone aligns with your claimed professional status and income level. In modern professional environments, phones are business tools and status indicators. The model, condition, and how current it is reveal financial capacity and professional positioning. Notice if she glances at your phone when you place it on the table or check a message. She's identifying whether it's the latest model or several generations old, whether it's in pristine condition or cracked and worn, and whether you have the professional grade model or the budget version of the phone line. Pay attention to whether she observes your phone case and accessories. Quality leather cases, designer brands, or premium protective cases signal financial capacity for accessories. Cheap cases, no case, or damaged cases signal either financial limitation or lack of awareness about presentation details. Watch if she notices your behavior with your phone. Do you have wireless earbuds that are current models? Is your watch connected to your phone showing integration of expensive devices? These connectivity details reveal whether you're investing in current technology ecosystems that require significant ongoing financial commitment. She's revealing that she understands phones as status and capacity indicators. Professional men in well-paid positions have current phones because they're business necessities. Men with older models or budget phones are either genuinely constrained financially or are choosing not to invest in professional tools, both concerning signals. Notice if she asks about your phone directly. If she mentions noticing you have the latest model or asks about features, she's confirming her financial assessment. If she doesn't mention it, but you notice her observing it, she's gathering information without revealing her evaluation process. The psychological dynamic. Phone assessment reveals financial priorities and currency. In professional environments, having current technology signals both financial capacity and professional engagement. Outdated technology signals either financial constraint or disconnection from professional norms where current tools matter. Women evaluate phones because they're reliable income indicators across demographics. Unlike cars or homes that can be borrowed or inflated, phones are personal items that reflect individual purchasing capacity. A genuinely successful professional has a current premium phone because it's a business tool they need and can afford. The assessment also reveals financial decision-making. Men who invest appropriately in tools they use constantly demonstrate financial judgment. Men who have expensive watches but outdated phones reveal confused priorities or performance of wealth in visible areas while being constrained in practical purchases. Thing 4. Your restaurant choice and menu navigation. When you choose a restaurant and she observes how you select from the menu, she's not just thinking about the food. She's assessing whether you chose appropriately for your claimed income level, how comfortable you are with the price range, and whether your ordering behavior reveals anxiety about cost or confidence in your financial capacity. What she's actually assessing. She's evaluating whether the venue matches your presented lifestyle and whether your behavior in the venue confirms or contradicts your financial claims. Restaurant choice and menu comfort reveal actual financial positioning because they're difficult to fake without genuine financial confidence. Notice if she observes how you chose the restaurant. Did you select somewhere appropriate for impressing someone? Or did you choose based on having a coupon, it being unusually cheap, or it being the only place you could afford? The venue selection reveals whether you have financial flexibility or whether you're operating with significant constraints. Pay attention to whether she watches how you review the menu. Do you scan prices before dishes? Focus on the right side of the menu where prices are, or gravitate toward cheaper sections. She's seeing financial anxiety if you're clearly price conscious. Confident ordering without visible price evaluation signals financial comfort. Watch if she notices whether you suggest sharing plates or ordering conservatively. If you're encouraging appetizers only, suggesting you split one entree, or recommending, let's keep it light, she's seeing financial management of the bill before it arrives, which reveals limited budget for the date. She's revealing that she understands restaurant behavior as financial demonstration. Men who are genuinely comfortable financially select appropriate venues, order without visible price anxiety, and don't manage her ordering to control costs. Men who are financially stretched select cheap venues, watch prices carefully, and try to minimize the bill through suggestions. Notice if she tests your reaction when she orders more expensive items. If she orders appetizers, premium entrees, or cocktails, and you become visibly uncomfortable, make comments about expense, or suggest modifications, she's confirmed that you're operating beyond your comfortable spending capacity and likely misrepresented your financial position. The psychological dynamic. Restaurant assessment reveals authentic financial comfort versus performed generosity. Men with genuine financial stability choose appropriate venues and order confidently because they budgeted appropriately for the date. Men who are financially constrained either choose inappropriate venues or display anxiety in appropriate venues because they're spending beyond their means to perform financial success. Women test restaurant behavior because it predicts relationship financial dynamics. Men who are anxious about dinner bills will be anxious about larger relationship expenses. Men who try to control her ordering to manage costs reveal both financial limitation and controlling tendencies around money. The venue selection also reveals social awareness and priorities. Men who select impressive venues when they can genuinely afford them demonstrate appropriate investment in dating. Men who select expensive venues they can't afford are performing rather than making sustainable choices, which predicts financial instability in relationships. Thing 5. Your car and how you discuss your living situation. When she sees your car, or you mention where you live, she's not making small talk about logistics. She's gathering crucial information about your actual financial situation through major expenses that are nearly impossible to fake and that reveal real income levels, financial obligations, and stability. What she's actually assessing. She's evaluating your major financial commitments and whether they align with your claimed income and lifestyle. Car and housing are largest expenses for most people, so details about them reveal actual financial capacity more reliably than any other observable factors. Notice if she observes your car when you pick her up or walk to parking. She's identifying the make, model, year, and condition. Premium cars that are current models signal high income. Economy cars or older vehicles signal more limited income regardless of claims. The condition reveals financial priorities. Well-maintained economy cars signal better financial judgment than poorly maintained luxury cars. Pay attention to whether she asks about your living situation casually. If she asks where you live and you're vague, mention roommates when claiming high income, or describe locations that don't match your presented economic level. She's identifying inconsistencies between claims and reality. Watch if she probes details about your housing. Does she ask if you rent or own? If you mention owning and she asks follow-up questions about the property, she's assessing whether your housing matches claimed income. Ownership in desirable areas requires substantial income and down payments that confirm high earning capacity. She's revealing that she understands housing and transportation as primary financial indicators. These expenses consume the largest portions of income, so details about them reveal actual earning and financial management more accurately than smaller indicators like clothes or accessories. Notice if she observes whether you have car payments or if you own your vehicle outright. If conversation reveals you're financing your car or have significant auto debt, she's understanding your actual financial obligations and available discretionary income regardless of gross earnings claims. The psychological dynamic. Car and housing assessment reveals actual financial capacity because these are major ongoing expenses that reflect real income levels. Men can borrow clothes or watches for dates, but they can't borrow housing situations or fake car ownership long-term. Women evaluate these factors because they predict lifestyle capacity in relationships. If you're claiming six-figure income, but living in a budget apartment with roommates and driving an economy car, the disconnect reveals either financial mismanagement, significant debt obligations, or dishonesty about actual earnings. The assessment also reveals financial priorities and judgment. Men who invest appropriately in reliable transportation and comfortable housing demonstrate financial maturity. Men who overspend on cars while living in poor housing or vice versa reveal financial immaturity or confused priorities that predict relationship financial problems. Housing details particularly matter because they reveal stability and future capacity. Men who own homes demonstrate financial history of saving for down payments, qualifying for mortgages, and managing major financial commitments. Men who rent long-term in expensive areas may earn well, but lack wealth-building habits that concern women evaluating long-term potential.